Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I do give all honor and all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem. We call Hakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from whom I've learned this 100% truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth. Also to shalom to the elder bishops of Connecticut, also from whom I've learned this 100% truth. All right, salutations to the sincere sisters who are listening and learning in silence, the elect ladies, who are keeping the order, to the best of their ability. All right, I'm Brother Pasha, Tabernacle 4443, coming to you once again with a brief lesson. Lord willing, it'll be edifying. We know that we are living in the end times. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, we are living in the end times. So therefore, we have to walk carefully, circumspectly. We have to look at our surroundings, walk with, pay attention to your surroundings. And, you're going to have to, be mindful of how you conduct yourself and how you be aware of the people that you be around and you're dealing with, because Esau, Edom, and the heathen nations, and 2/3 of our people, man, their spirits are turning up. The wicked are getting more wicked, and the righteous are getting more righteous. You got false prophets being revealed. It seems like every day, every week, every month. The elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone and the elders of GMS, right on down to the local camps in the affiliates, have to rebuke, reprove, to correct them, continuously, but yet they continue to pull the shoulder. You see, turn a deaf ear. We're not here, rather forbear. So we got to walk carefully. In other words, because this is what this lesson is on today. It says, walk not as fools. That's the title of Ephesians, 5 and 15. I'm gonna begin there. It says here, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. An elect, hopefully elect, is not going to walk as a fool. A fool is going to not pay attention to his surroundings and not, walking with some austerity. You see, with a purpose of that. His mind is on these prophecies, and his mind is on, pleasing Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in the fear of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But his mind is not on folly and fleshly things. The Lord said, love not the world and the things that are in the world. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Because 2/3 of our people, that's where their minds are. Their minds are on, Christmas, Thanksgiving, get ready to celebrate these wicked holidays. You see, it says here, 1 John 2 and 15 reads, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. See, that's where your mind is going to be on, the things of the world, because you love the world. 2/3 of our people love this world. They love these holidays, these wicked holidays. They love these, these family gatherings where they can act up and eat pork, shrimp, lobster, the abominable foods, and show off their Christmas lights and Christmas trees and things of that nature. They love bragging on that. That's where their minds are. They're not walking circumspect. They're not looking at the times that we are living in now. You see, it says here, 1 John 2 and 15 reads, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You see, you ain't loving Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because if you love the Lord, you will keep his commandments. You will fear him. You will do things that are pleasing to him. You will find out what pleases and displeases the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Arashai. But 2/3 of our people, they're walking as fools. They're not walking circumspectly. You see? And it reads on, 16 reads, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, what pleases, what make them feel good, what make them look good in other men's eyes or in their other family members' eyes or in their neighbors' eyes and things of that nature. You see, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world. You see, 2/3 of our people are too involved, of worldly desires. You see, put that stuff off. Put that stuff out of your mind, because all of this stuff is going to be no more soon. You see, you're not, these lustful things that you are seeking for right now, Israel, it's going to get taken away from you. You see, your government is taking away all of your, the things that you desire and the lustful things that you're seeking for. You see, and let me get back to this. So therefore, we got to walk carefully. We got to walk circumspectly. It says here, walk not as fools. And it says here in Ephesians 5:15 again from the top, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Bad times on bad times. They're actually here, but it's going to get even worse. You see? So you better, buy this time, use this time wisely to learn who your power is, who your Savior is, your Creator. It says in Ecclesiastes, let me get there. Let me go there. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1 reads, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. You're not going to have pleasure when the grinding stops, work stops, when they close everything down, when they shut society down, and you're in your home waiting on a universal basic income, a UBI. You see, you're not going to have any pleasure in that. You're going to be looking out the window, just like it says right here in Ecclesiastes 12. You see, when the stock market, when the digital currency get changed over, when the dollar crashes, and then the digital currency get changed over, but you're going to have to accept something in order to get that UBI. You see, and it's not going to. And you don't want to accept that. It's all of these psyops are leading to the MOTB, Israel. You see, it says here, let me read this again from the top, Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. You see, man. You better get this now. You better redeem the time and go to the gates and buy this wine and buy this milk with your presence, with your body, listening to the Lord's service that He sent out to give you this warning. You see? So therefore you better get it now. All right, it says here, see then that ye walk circumspectly. This is Ephesians 5:15 from the top. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. How are you going to redeem the time? Let's go there real quick. Redeem the time. Let's go to Isaiah 55. Let's go there and 1. Oh, let's go there. Isaiah. This is how you redeem the time with your present, with your It says here, Isaiah 55 and 1, ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. You see, this truth, you see, everyone, that this is only for Israel, of course, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. It says, ho, everyone that thirsted. You see, you're thirsty, you're panting for this knowledge and this truth. You need to be anyway. You see, not the cares of this life, not the desires of this world. You lusting for the wrong things. You see, you're walking as fools. You're not walking carefully. It says here, ho, everyone that thirsted, come ye to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. You see, you do it with your presence, you know, listening and learning this truth. You see, this that you know the great men of GMS, right on down to the and the bishops, the apostles and bishops of GMS, right on down to the local camps and the affiliates are out here telling you, giving you the 1% truth. You see, telling you to repent. That's how you buy. You buy with your presence, with your attention. You see, of learning and meditating on this word. You see, it says here. Let me read on, because these days are evil, bad times on bad times. Let me read on 17. It says here, Ephesians 5:17 reads, wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So this is it. You got to understand what the will of the Lord is. Know what pleases Yahweh Shemaushai. And he says, seek the Lord with all your heart. Lean not into your own understanding. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. And lean not to your own understanding. Let me get that since I brought it up. Proverbs, Proverbs. That's Proverbs, right? Let's go there real quick. Proverbs 3 and Proverbs. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. So walk circumspectly. That's how you walk circumspectly. You trusted in Yahweh Shemaushai. You're not trusting in your own power, your own mindset. Your mind was, let me get this right here. Let me get this in Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah. This is the reason. You can't trust in your own mindset. 17, what is that? 17? Let's see that. Yeah, that's 17. Let's go. You call your own mindset. Here it is right here. It says, the heart, Jeremiah 17:9 reads, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. The Lord knows it. He searched your mind. Heart goes in the Hebrew word la'ah, which means your mind. You see, I, the Lord, Yahweh Shemaushai, search the heart. I tried the rain. He tests the rain, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. You see? So you can't trust in your own mindset. You're not walking circumspectly. You're not walking carefully if you're trusting in your own mindset, because your mind, as it was brought up in this world, in this society, is wicked. It's evil. You see? So you're going to have to trust in Yahweh Shemaushai. You see? All right, let's go back. Let's see now. Let me see. Let me get this right here. And because we know what times we're living in. And this is not the time to be, messing around, Israel. We got to trust in Yahweh Shemaushai. It says here. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, because we know what time it is, the elect man, because we are watchmen. We are in our high towers, looking out, giving our people the warning. We're not like dumb dogs who don't have a bark when danger is coming. You see, it says here, but of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Because we know we're in bad times now. We know we're in the thresholds of the beginning of sorrows, which is Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30:7. But we know the elect going to be saved out of it, because all of Israel is not. The Lord is going to save, the elect men of Israel. It says, but of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so coming as a thief in the night. That means no warning. No horn is going to be blown. The horn is being blown now. But this is the warning that you're going to get, whether you hear or whether you forbear. You see? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? They don't want to hear what we got to say. They'd rather just continue with their own mindset and continue to believe what they want to believe. Continue to chase the cares of this world. But we know better. You see? That's, the elect men know better. And that's why we're giving you the warning like we're supposed to. It says here, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. You see? But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You're not going to escape the coming troubles unless you are of the elect. You got to know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's your creator. Remember that? Remember that creator in the days of thy youth before these bad times takes place. That's what you have to do. You have to continue to meditate and to pursue this truth. You see? It says here, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. No, we're not in darkness. We are children of the light. You see, we were in darkness at one time, but the Lord has, and this truth is the light. He has shown his light on us, called us into this ministry, that we may go out here and prophesy to his people. It's highly important. This is a very important ministry that we are involved in. As Apostle Gabar always say, you got to know what you were involved in, roughly paraphrase, you see? And, the elect men, the hopeful elect, we understand this, you see? Lord willing, we'll continue to be faithful in this, in our teaching and preaching and prophesying, Lord willing. All right, it says here, but ye brethren are not in darkness. See, we're not in darkness, you see? As Paul was telling the Thessalonians back then, in Thessalonica, you see? And this is an epistle that he wrote to the Thessalonians, his first epistle that he wrote to them. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. That day is not going to take us by surprise. Lord willing, that's why we give you the warning, so it won't take you either, you see? But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light. You see, we are in the know. We got the 411. We understand the times that we're living in. And so therefore we, calling and trusting in the Lord right now, building our faith. Because we know when all chaos and all calamities and all destructions, when when there's wars and plagues and earthquakes and pestilence and famine, all of this, we're prepared for it because we got the true creator. You see, we got his name. We know his name. You see, it says here, ye are all the, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:5 again from the top. Ye are all the children of the light, and the children of the day. You see, we are not of the night nor of the darkness, Therefore, let us not sleep as do others. 2/3 of our people are still asleep and going to continue to sleep until that day of calamity come upon them, you see? But let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, put it on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. You see, that's what we hope for, to be saved. Just like nobody's saved yet. Because we can still die, we don't have our bodies of immortality, we're not on those chariots. And definitely those ICBM nuclear missiles and those concentrated fires from the chariot when Yahweh Shai and the host of angels, come back, and crack the sky in the midst of World War III. You see? That's when we're saved. You see? When we're on those chariots. So, Lord willing, you were edified. So, but before I close, I want to, reiterate this. Walk circumspectly, not as fools, Israel. You see, be careful how you dealing out here. Don't be simple-minded. Don't be into folly. So I hope this lesson was edifying to some degree. Lord willing, it was. I'm going to end it right there. But before I end it, I must give all honor and all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rekach Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, from whom I've learned this 1% true salutations to the hopeful elect who are scattered in the four corners of the earth. Again, Shalom.